Good morning, happy Friday and welcome to our final day at the Hunkydory Christmas markets. We are bringing you our brand new sanding blocks as well as lots of offers across our cardstock and diamond sparkles. Helping me today with today's show is Jess. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
You looking forward to the weekend?
Very.
Kind of the last
Just
one,
very.
just the last one before the big Christmas build-up. And in the demonstration corner, it is Anne-Marie. Good morning. You okay?
I'm very well, thank you.
Feeling festive?
I'm quite festive now, yeah, getting there, I think.
What about you wrapping, your present buying?
Present buying's almost done. Wrapping's not even started.
Oh, I think that's the best bit.
I do really enjoy wrapping presents, but it's just that initial shock of when you get it all out and you're like, oh my word, I've got all this to wrap.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But Mark finishes work today, so Mark can help
For Christmas?
me. Yes.
Oh,
Mark
wow,
can help
looky
me
here.
next week.
Does he know this yet?
Nope.
Oh. I hope you're not watching, Mark. He'll find out at some point.
Yeah.
But before we crack on with today's show, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly competition. I love this prize.
It's fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a prize that everybody needs. So you are in with a chance of winning our amazing Miri Card Mega Buy. You get both the gold and the silver, 50 sheets of each. So if you've been doing lots of Christmas crafting, card making, and you have used up lots of your stash, this is the time to enter to try and build your stash back up. Worth $39.98. I thought I was reading it wrong the other day. It's 6 lucky winners.
Yes,
it
Dan
was 3.
upgraded it.
Did
he? Yeah, on Monday he was like, nah, let's have 6.
I feel like Dan should do every Monday morning, don't you? It should be the standard slot that Dan does Monday, and then we'd all get more Win It Weekly prizes. Yeah. So all you need to do to be with a chance of winning is to like, share and comment the answer to the following question. Rambo, the real-life Santa Claus, flies in his sleigh over which Christmas market every year? Is it A, Hamburg, B, Vienna, or C, Budapest? Like, share and comment, and we will announce the winner at the end of today's show. That's why I love doing a Friday show.
I know.
You get to give lots of goodies away, isn't it? So make sure you like, share and comment for that one. But now let's go on to our Christmas market for today. They are all ending on Sunday the 15th of December, so that is this Sunday. So if you do see anything you want that is on offer, please do go onto the website and check out. But first up, this is a product that so many people have been asking for.
We've been waiting for this, haven't we?
We have. Every time we do embossing folders, sort of vintagey kind of looks, everyone is always asking. So this is your Premier Craft Tools sanding blocks. You're getting all 3 blocks in there, and you can see they are a good size. So each block measures 7 centimetres by 10 centimetres by 2.5 centimetres. So should we just take one out?
They're just a good size, aren't they?
Yes, they're perfect to sort of just hold in your hand, aren't they? You've got all those 4 sides. You've got the gorgeous Hunkydory branding on the end there. Just gorgeous. So these will be perfect for use with your embossing folders if you are distressing the edges of your cardstock, things like that. So please make sure you get hold of these. $6.99.
Oh,
and
it's
that
such a
is
steal, isn't it?
All 3 of those. And if you are in the Diamond Club, just £6.29. So throughout today's show, we'll be showing you how you can use those. But as I said, they are perfect with our Moonstone embossing folders. So we have the Ultimate Collection #1. So this includes all 4 of your embossing folders. So you have got, let's put them in the order that they're on there. You have got that stars to start with, and just perfect for all occasions.
Yeah, we were saying this before the show, wasn't it? We just love the stars because they're so useful.
Birthdays, congratulations, happy anniversary, all like genders, age ranges.
Yeah, everybody and everything, isn't it?
Looks gorgeous in different cardstock. And also with the embossing folders as well, they create such a different effect.
Yeah.
Depending on what sort of medium cardstock you use. We'll show you those as well. So then you've got your dots. Perfect if you just want bit of sort of dimension and interest in the background, but you don't want a pattern paper that's going to take the focus away from sort of maybe your toppers on there. So that is your dots. So all of these are 2D and 6x6 inside, but 6x6 in size, but all can be extended to do different size cards. So next up you've got your stripes.
Love the stripes. We're going to use that in the first demo.
Oh, are we? Yeah. It looks lovely as well. If you do that on a white cardstock and sort of use your alcohol markers to colour each of the stripes in a different colour. So that is your stripes. And then lastly in that collection you have got your zigzags, which you can actually fussy cut and sort of do border strips with as well, can't you? So lots of different ideas, sort of really versatile, sort of generic kind of embossing folders that you're going to be able to use all year round. You could use those with your Christmas crafting.
Oh, definitely.
Just all year round. So that is your Ultimate Collection one. So it's £19.96 and that's for all 4 embossing folders, or just £17.96 if you are in our Diamond Club. So all of those are 6x6 in size and you are saving £4 getting it as that Ultimate Collection bundle. And I'll just show you some of the examples of the sort of cardstock. So this is on our adorable scoreable cardstock there, and you can just see the dimension, and there's no cracking on there either using that adorable scoreable.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Then you've got your Matte-tastic card, and then that panel there has been sanded back, so you can see already how you could use your sanding blocks on our Matte-tastic cardstock, and that is coming up in the second part of the show with an offer on it as well, which is very good.
Ooh,
next up we've got the stamping, black stamping card, and on this side they've used the Prism pearlescent powders, so you can just see how you can create that effect as well. So that is on your stamping card. Next up we've got it on craft card. Put them on so we don't. I think the effect on craft card is just gorgeous, especially for sort of Christmas, isn't it, as well?
And you could just go in with like your white gel pen and add a little bit of colour to that. Well, not colour, but you know, a little bit of texture
detail to it. Yeah. So that is on the craft card. This is on our.
It always looks amazing.
It does, doesn't it? Mirror card. Just see how reflective it is as well, can't you?
It's incredible. And
I love the dots. I think they just add a small amount of detail, don't they? Perfect. Then we have got it on our parchment.
Also really nice.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Look at the detail in these and how well they emboss all of these different things. So then you've got it on your acetate there.
Love that.
Sometimes forget to use it with acetate.
It's so cool, isn't it?
Really cool effect on that one. Next up we've got it on our watercolour card.
Nice.
Kind of just highlights those dots, doesn't it, on that one?
Yeah. Just adds again a little bit of texture to your like smooshy backgrounds, doesn't it?
And then we have got your shimmer card.
I love how kind of subtle it is on there.
It is, isn't it? You have to sort of tilt it, don't you, and catch the light to. But again, you can see there's no breaking. There's no of the cardstock. It just embosses perfectly on that as well. Then we have got our coloured parchment on there, and then we're back to the beginning. Yeah, so you can see all of those different sort of cardstock, parchment, acetate, craft card, stamping card, all of those that you can use with your embossing folders. I think sometimes even I overlook embossing folders,
me too.
and then I use them and then I love them and use them lots, isn't it?
It's like everything though, isn't it? I guess we've all got so much stuff.
Yes, yeah.
You can't use it all at once.
No.
Oh, I think the power cable's just come out of the Gemini, Jess. Sorry. Oh, there's like what is that? There's a little bug as well.
Oh, Jess. Oh, no, Jess isn't going to go over.
Sorry, Jess.
After our conversation earlier.
I don't think it's alive though.
We've also got the other Moonstone embossing folders, all 6x6 in size. They are £5.99 each, but they are on offer at the moment for 2 for £9.98. So we've got that gorgeous, fabulous Fair Isle, which you can cut into strips and use as borders. Looks amazing, done with the Matastic and then sanded down. Almost like a Christmas jumper effect on that one. We've then got our snowflakes and sparkle. Looks lovely, done with your prism inks as well. Maybe in like an ombre background. Again,
I love that
you
one.
could stand that one.
On
Yeah.
Rainbow Mirror.
Oh,
It
yes.
looks so good on Rainbow Mirror.
Yeah. And then what I would do is just put a gem like in the centre. Just because there's not enough sparkle already.
Never.
In the centre of those. But you could even sort of fussy cut around
Oh, yeah, definitely.
those, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And have them as snowflakes individually for your cards. We've then got our herringbone.
So classy, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can see how you can continue that pattern as well. We did have
Gorgeous.
someone that fussy cut all the insides, didn't we?
No.
Yeah, it looked amazing when
bet
it
it
was done.
did.
Yeah, so sort of maybe emboss it in black and then in different colours and then cut all of these shapes out and sort of place them back on. It did look amazing. So that is your herringbone. We've then got the music, which I absolutely love because it's just the go-to if you're using any of the pocket pads or little books that have got sort of the music
Do
theme
we have
to
this one in
them.
stock, Jess?
I think so, yeah.
Oh. Well, I didn't bring it in because I thought we were out of stock of this one. Or maybe it's just going low. Maybe
We will double check. But that is the...
We have had a stock take as well this week, though, so we may have found some. You know how we
There might
are.
have been that random box somewhere. So that is your music. You've then got your
I love this
script,
one.
which just, again, just goes with everything, doesn't it?
So versatile.
And I like that. You can even use it on pattern cardstock. So I've used it a
Yes.
few times on, you know, the designer card packs, the vintage poinsettia, just to add
Oh, yeah.
sort of a bit more detail into the background. Just perfect. And you can't tell what it says,
No.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Just
We don't need to know.
yeah, just adding
just
that
looks lovely.
detail to the back. And then lastly, our trellis.
I love how like kind of modern that one is.
I mean,
Like it's just really cool.
you could just use it with anything,
Yeah.
couldn't you? And a lot of them as well, you could just do sort of an ombre effect with your inks and just put one of the large combo sentiments that we've had on
Keep it really
earlier in the
simple.
week. Just gorgeous. So that is your trellis. So $5.99 each, or just two for $9.98 at the moment. So we'll have a look at some of the cards that have been made, and there that
Cute.
you can just see the stars on there.
Love that.
Just a gorgeous background, isn't it? And then it's been done on that acetate as well. So you can see the acetate has been embossed as well. Just bringing all of that together. Oh, I like this one.
Oh,
Look
that's
at that
cute,
one.
isn't it?
So you've just got the embossing folder in that background there.
Gorgeous.
I love that one. Works really well, doesn't it, with
Doesn't
the sort of
it?
the wood effect
Yeah.
papers as well.
Yeah, it looks
They're
fabulous.
all in those sort of, just those sort of muted tones. Love that one. Then we've got the dots as well.
Cute. So a little bit of white detail on
Yes,
them.
that's what you were saying, wasn't it, about the
Yeah.
craft cards? So get your white gel pens out.
Or you could, if you're careful with your embossing ink, or if you've got an embossing pen, a Versamark pen,
Yes.
you can just like kind of swipe over the top and then white heat emboss it if you wanted to. That would look
Definitely
cute as
so
well.
much. Oh, here we are. This is it.
Oh wow, that looks amazing.
It looks
doesn't
so
it?
good,
It looks like
doesn't
a
it?
die.
I know.
It's so good.
So you can see how you can use.
It's one of those things that I would think, oh, that's a really good idea, and I'd cut two and be like, oh, what have I started?
Yeah, but I think once you've done the first panel, like the first strip, and saw how good it was looking,
Yeah.
I think you carry on. But
Oh, it's
I
amazing.
just absolutely love that one. So that is your herringbone. We've then got the music
That looks
one.
so good.
And I'm just having a look. So she used a prism brush marker
Oh, just to go
to
over
just go over the raised
it looks
parts
really
as well.
cool. Just picking up the notes.
Such a clever idea.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cute as well.
And you can see, although they're 6x6, you can see all the different sizes of cards
Yeah.
that we've got.
Definitely.
That people have made. So just adding those borders as well. Just seeing how
Is it watercolour pencils?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, yeah.
It looks really cool.
I love how different they can look,
Yeah.
embossing folders.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Just gorgeous. I'm excited. What first demo are we
Okay,
doing?
so we're going to use the diagonal stripes, and I've got some orange Matastic, and we're going to be using our Happy as well, our brand new Moonstone combos with this. So the first thing we're going to do is get our embossing done. So let's pop this into here. So I've just cut my cardstock to just a kind of straight 6x6, and I'm going to trim it down afterwards so that we can get a little bit of gold mirroring in this as well. So we're going to pop that through a machine that now has power, and it wasn't a bug apparently.
Oh, wasn't it? What was it?
It looked like a bug. So we'll grab this, and we have the most incredible embossing in there. Like I said, I'm not worried about where it comes to on here because we're going to trim that down. So I was going to trim it down first, but I thought, well, I don't want it to move when it's in the embossing folder, so I've done it full 6x6, then we can trim. So we're going to go in with our sanding block now, and we're just going to take some of this colour off the top of these stripes. So we're just going to really kind of work this in. And I love how Stacey has thought about the grit and how coarse it needs to be to work with the papers.
Yes, yes.
You know, we had loads of different ones that we tested to make sure that it kind of took the surface off but didn't like take the paper away
or damage the paper.
Well,
but then it's because of the quality of the cardstock as well.
Absolutely,
isn't it,
yeah.
You get such good results from it.
So we're just going to go around. And obviously you can have a play around with this. You can, you know, go really intense. You can just do kind of small areas. You could do like a little bit of an ombre with your sanding if you wanted to. You can really kind of play around with how you take this colour off. So we're just going to go in. It's a really good workout for the upper arms as well. A little bit like when you're doing your blending sponges.
Yeah.
So we're just going to take that around. So I do want to take off like all the colour of my kind of raised areas, so we get that real kind of contrast.
But it doesn't take very long either, does it? To
It
create
really
a
doesn't.
really
No,
cool
because
effect.
you can see that's
Yeah.
like really kind of taking that colour off, but it's not touching anything that's not been embossed. So you're not like, I don't know, sometimes with some kind of sanding tools and things like that, it gets into the grooves as well, and it ends up taking off cardstock that you don't want to take off. But it's not even touching anything that hasn't been embossed, which is exactly what we want. It is fantastic. So just get this last few stripes over here, and because you've got these really sharp edges, you can really get into some of that detail if you needed to as well. So I think I'm happy with how this is looking. Make sure we've got all the colour off there, and then I'm just going to give that a little bit of a wipe just to make that colour pop even more. Once you've got all that kind of dust off, you can see it just looks like we've got an orange and white stripy piece of card.
And I
now,
was just
doesn't
trying
it?
to think how else you could create that effect, and I don't think there is a way you could do it.
I don't think you could.
Especially not that quickly.
No,
Yeah.
no, definitely not. It would be one of those things where you've got, I don't know, almost like, I don't know, you'd be using a white embossing powder to try and get those lines, to try and get them straight, to try, you know, it would be tricky, definitely. Okay, so now we've got this, we can go ahead and trim this down to 6x6. So I just need to, well, it's just under 6x6 we're going. So I'm gonna just line that up with my trimmer. Now we've got that one straight edge. The others, in theory, should be straight in line with that one that we've just done. So we're just taking it right up to the edge of those stripes. Like that, or we'll just take a little bit more off there. This trimmer will let me, because it is a little bit fluffy. I think it is in need of a new blade. Let me just trim off that little bit of fuzz along this edge, and then I'm just going to get this little bit here as well.
What you could do is just using the sanding block all the way around it and just do it like it was meant to be. Like.
Yeah, you could, couldn't you? Rough it all up.
Yeah.
Distress the whole thing.
Yeah.
But how good is it going to be just for, like you say, distressing like your papers and things like that? You know, if you've got something that's a little bit grungy, you just want to add that little bit of distress. It's just going to be so handy to have in your stash. Okay, so that is going to fit beautifully onto some of our gold mirror and onto our 6x6 carte blanche. So we need to add our sentiments. I'm going with this happy because it's such a happy colour. I was like, yes, this is working. So I'm going to grab the outer dies off here. She says that one's super stuck up there. There we go. And my happy.
I think these are going to be essentials, Stu, that we're going to go to time and time again.
Love them so much. Okay, so I'm going to cut my outer die on this cardstock, this like kind of peachy colour, and then I'm going to cut my happy out of the kind of ivory tone there. So I'm going to get my tape so I can just tape this down so that I make sure we don't have any movement here, because obviously we want these to be close, but we don't want them overlapping because we don't want to damage them. So we'll get that little side down. I'm just going to pop a little bit over here as well, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to take that risk on Friday the 13th.
Oh, please don't.
So then we'll get our happy in as well, and we'll cut these out. So I'll just grab, I don't think we're going to need the metal plate. I think we'll be good. Put our magnetic sheet in, which is looking a little bit worse for wear, isn't it? It's a bit crinkly. There we go. Let's run those through. And then we can pop those together. I'll just see if I've got... Oh, I don't have any purple tape. I'll use my pink one.
Do you want one?
Do we have some?
Have you got the case?
Oh yeah, I've got a case. I just don't have a... Yeah, thank you. I've got 2 cases.
Just with
No
nothing in there.
insides. Just no insides. So let's just fill that up and get this together. So I'm going to pop this on to my mirror.
They just make crafting so easy, don't they?
Just amazing. Do you know what? I haven't taken any home yet for Joseph. It will blow his mind. Honestly.
Has he not tried them yet?
No.
Oh, you must take one today. He will love it.
Honestly, it will absolutely blow his mind.
I'm not sure how long that 22 metres
Yeah,
is
no,
going to last in it.
It's not going to last. It's not going to last. They when they went to after school club yesterday, Mark went to pick them up, and they came home like, honestly, Sophie just brings home like a mountain of things she's coloured in, and sometimes there's just like a tiny little drawer in the middle of a big A4 sheet of paper, but she'd done loads of like really good colouring in yesterday, and then Joseph had tons as well, and he's like, can we put more on the fridge? And I was like, the fridge isn't big enough. I was like, we can't. So I said, I'll get you a folder. So I was like, that will work.
Yeah, you can keep them all.
And then they can keep them all. Okay, so I'm just going to grab that there. It's a little bit like when, like Stacey said, it's almost like your die cuts. You've just got that little pip at the end where those dies obviously don't quite touch, because we don't want to overlap them and damage them. And then hopefully we can just push this out of here. Oh, gorgeous, happy.
But having those 2 surrounding dies separate is just...
So good, isn't it?
It just gives you so many more options.
It really
doesn't it?
does.
How you can use them.
So we've got that fabulous happy that we can put onto here. And then I'm going to go back in with this colour to do my stamping. And I haven't decided what to do. I quite like sending happy thoughts.
Oh, that's nice.
It's quite cute,
Yeah.
isn't it? So I'll get the sending and the thoughts. We'll stamp those. I'll just use our VersaFine for this.
I don't think there's an occasion that you couldn't make a card for with those 3.
Yeah.
Well, with the embossing folders and those combo dies.
And how many different variations of this card could you make once you've got the combos, you've got the embossing folders? You know, you could do that with the cheers but have stars and then different colours. You know,
Yes.
you could just
Yeah.
almost like kind of have a style of card, but then just recreate it in all your different embossing folders, all your different sentiments, all your different colours.
Colours, yeah.
It's just going to be fabulous, isn't it? So let's have a see. Let's cut this cardstock down first of all. Let me just pop that on there as well so it doesn't stick to the bottom of my trimmer.
Yeah, they're good for batch making as well, aren't they? 'Cause you know, when you're doing batch making, you're using pattern papers, and then you've only got a couple of sheets, and you're like, I've got to change the design up, or
Yeah.
whereas with embossing folders, you can just
It's just sorted,
keep
isn't
going,
it?
can't you?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'm thinking, oops, let me just pop that into there. Maybe we'll do 3/4 of an inch. So we've got a bit of space. So that is going to be big enough for our thoughts. And then our sending is a little bit smaller, and I am going to trim it down that little bit smaller as well. So I'm going to go to just under 1 1/4, I think it was, and then just do a same 1/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, sorry, not a quarter, just making up measurements. Okay, and then we'll get those stamped on. So I'm going to do sending first of all. So I'll just add that into there. I'll grab that off our block. Let me just wipe my thumb. I've just put in my ink pad. We're not getting inky fingers all over this. And then our thoughts. And then let's stick all this together. So I'm gonna go with my chunkies, because I just feel like, why not? We've got all this.
Yeah, you've got the dimension of the embossing
Yeah.
folder, isn't it?
Do we have any chunky squares in here? Rather than, oh, this would be better.
I like the colour combination.
Yeah, it's quite cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
It reminds me of the tropical twist gemstones that we do. You know, the pearls.
Oh yes. Funny you should mention those.
Oh, have we got those? Have we got an epic back in stock today? Yes. Oh, best day ever. Especially if you've not started your Christmas crafting yet. How's yours going, Amy?
I was hoping she wasn't going to ask me that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you go home and crochet last night?
No, do you know what I did?
Go on.
I tidied the garage up and cleaned the bathroom.
What is
Get
wrong
me?
with you?
I know. So,
I thought you were going to come in like a crochet master today.
like wearing a crochet jumper.
Yeah.
No, but I will definitely, if not this weekend, over the Christmas break.
Well, I think we just need to have a catch up and have a crochet coffee morning.
Definitely.
We'll go and get a hot chocolate, and we'll just learn to crochet. It'll be fabulous.
I need to learn.
No,
Your
I know.
crocheting is amazing.
I'll learn you. Shall we do? I'm gonna go a little bit. Let's have a look. Because I want to keep these straight, I think. I'm gonna go about there. Just bring those back out for a second.
I think that's another good thing about that happy. I'm not quite. It can be
A little bit jaunty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm not going to be crazy today and put foam pads on here. If I wasn't in here, I probably would. But
you?
just yeah, yeah. But just for speed, and to save you all watching me cut super skinny strips into even super skinnier strips, I'll just do this. So we can add that in the middle. Oh, so cute. Honestly, these dies are my absolute favourite dies that we ever do, because I just think they're so cool.
Yeah.
And you can just do so much with them. So I'm going to just take the little edge off these, just to make them a little bit jazzier.
What's that? The mini.
The little
corner?
teeny tiny
Yeah.
corner rounder. Yeah. I like that.
I think Joseph would like one of those as well.
I think you probably would. Definitely. I was going to take that goodie box home yesterday that was in here because it had the crackers in it. Because he really wants to make his own crackers this year.
Oh yeah, I've
And
still got to do that as well.
I completely forgot. So, is it? Oh, I will. Make sure I take it, Jess. Yeah, he will. He's really excited. And then I need to speak to Sam about snaps.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that today. Where?
Where are the snaps?
Yeah.
So I'm going to tuck my little sending up here. My little thoughts. I've just done these with 2mm. So we've got 4mm on the happy and then 2mm on the thoughts. So it just kind of sits nicely. Hope I can just kind of tuck that underneath there. And then I'm going to go in with some little gemstones, seeing as we have them on the show. Let's get those tropical twists out. I mean, we're going to get more than tropical twist out here. What the heck? It's wild. And let's get some of these gorgeous colours that do just match so perfectly. And just kind of dot these, whoops, around. Just to finish off.
That's such a lovely card. Can you imagine sending that to somebody, sort of, you know, like January when it's
Oh
really
my
cold and the
goodness.
summer still feels like a long
Oh,
way
that day!
away.
What is
and
that day in January that's like the worst day of the year? That blue Monday.
It's one of the, yeah, it's one of the Mondays, isn't it? Yeah.
How cute would that be if you got that through the post? It would just probably cheer you up, wouldn't it?
That is gorgeous. I love it.
Super cute, super simple as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and that's start to finish, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can see how you could do it, and as I say, batch make it,
Yeah,
and do all your
definitely.
embossing first, and then sit and do all your die cutting. Thank you. I
You're
love
very
the colours of
welcome.
that as well. So next up, let's move this out of the way for a minute. We have got an offer on our amazing, matte-tastic, adorable, scoreable. Oh, should we do this one first? So in this pack, you have got 60 sheets of our adorable, scoreable, matte-tastic, and you can see on the front there all of the different colours that you are going to get within that pack. Is it 2 of each? Yeah, 2 sheets, 30 different colours. So you can see there, there's not a colour that's not included, is there?
No, it's fantastic, isn't it?
You've still got your Christmas colours in there. You've got sort of the gorgeous orange and what's the colour of the other one you used?
I don't know. Some of them have the names on the back because I stole them out of here.
Yeah, so you've got the sort of creamy sort of
No, that's one of my
sandstone
own.
kind of
Yeah.
colours as well. You've got the black in there to do your sort of die cutting of your sentiment. So it's 60 sheets, 30 different colourways, 2 of each. Should be $17.99, just $12.99. Are these offers on until Sunday, Jess? So only on offer.
$12.99.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And because it has been probably the busiest time craft-wise for a lot of people,
You probably
now
need to
is the
stock it
time
up.
to stock up.
Yeah.
Maybe if you've got another other half going, I don't know what to get you for Christmas.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Just get them to log on to our website and start stocking up. So that is the 60 sheets. We do also have it in the 30 sheets. So again, you're still getting the same 30 colours, but this time just 1 sheet of each. So that one should be $9.99, but that is on offer at $7.99. So depending on how much you need, what your budget is, depending on which one you go for. So the 30 sheets is $7.99, the 60 sheets is $12.99. But you saw in Anne-Marie's first demo there how good this is to use with those sanding blocks.
Yeah.
So if you are getting those sanding blocks, definitely get some of our matte-tastic cardstock, because then you're going to get those amazing results as well. So that is the matte-tastic cardstock. Then we've got a section that's called Saturday Offers. But it's Friday. So these are offers tomorrow, but we are showing you them today. And can you buy them today?
You can get them today. We released them early.
Oh, aren't we good?
How kind are we?
Aren't we?
So it's Saturday, Friday offers. So, so first up, we've got your Diamond Sparkles original essentials colours. So you have got 8 packs of our Diamond Sparkles gemstones. How good is this? It should be $23.92. You are saving 50%, so they are half price, just $11.99. So you have got your, is it Aurora Borealis?
Yeah.
Which would just go with
everything,
isn't it?
It's like
it
the
would just
rainbow mirror of
sort
gemstones.
of picks out the colours, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And if you think that's what I put in the middle, you know, you were saying about using that snowflake embossing folder with the rainbow sparkles and then putting those in the centre.
Gorgeous.
So then you are getting your crystal and black, another essential there. And you can see each packet contains 3 different sizes of gemstones as well. So you get 3, 5 and 7 mil in those. You've then got one of my absolute favourites, your gold and silver. They almost look sort of metal-like, don't they?
Yeah, they do. We love those.
Yeah. So that is your gold and silver. We have then got your precious purples. So 4 different tones of purples in that one. I can't believe these are only $11.99 for all of them. Your beautiful blues there. Again, those 4 different colours in the 3 sizes. Your simple sepia.
Yeah, love those.
Again, one of those that's going to go with so many different things, isn't it? Sort of bronze looking as well. You've then got your gorgeous greens. You can see the sort of the ombre effects as well of those. And then lastly, you have got your, last but by no means least, your pretty pink. So you are getting all 8 packs of the original essential colours for just $11.99. That is a bargain. Look, I'm even tidying up, Jess. How good am I? We've next got, they're very well organised, Jess, thank you. Very, very well organised. So then we've got our Shimmer Gemstone Bundle. Again, it contains 8 packs. These ones are 4, 6 and 8 mil in size. They're half price again, $11.99. So first up, you have got your purple shimmer. You can just see them there. They almost look like sort of crisscrossy, don't they, when you look at them?
Yeah. It's the multifaceted.
That's the one.
Yes.
Not zigzaggy. Multifaceted. You've then got your green shimmer.
Nice.
There.
I love that, like really deep green on the end. It's lovely.
You've then got your blue shimmer. Just such a range of different tones of each colour within them as well, isn't there? And I think depending on sort of what card you are making, depends on whether you go for sort of the original or the shimmer, or you've then got your monochrome. So sort of the white, the grey and the black in that one. You've then got your pink shimmer there. Love those. You've got your gold and silver. Your sepia there. And then last up, you've got your crystal shimmer. Look at those ones. So all 8 packs of those, just $11.99 for the 8 packs. Next up, we have got your precious pearls. So this one contains 9 packs of precious pearls. You've got your 3, 5 and 7 mil. These should be £26.91, but until Sunday they are just £13.45. So you have got, I'm trying to read it, your classic pearl, which you can also colour with your craft markers as well. I spent ages looking for red pearls, and then somebody just said, just colour them. I was like, yep, that's a good idea. You've got your gold and silver. So this is a perfect time again to be stocking up. You've got your pearly pinks there. Your purple passion.
Ooh, it's fancy.
I know. Your glamorous greens. you see what we're doing here?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we like our alliteration.
Your brilliant blues. There. You've got your vintage browns.
What a letdown.
You've got your magical monochromes.
Yeah,
We're back.
We're back. Didn't take long.
And then lastly, your tropical twist, which is the ones that Anne-Marie used in that first demonstration. So with the pearls, you are getting 9 packs, and they are just £13.45 for all of those. I'm proud of how tidy I'm keeping it.
You're so tiny.
Next, I'm not usually. Usually I have to be moving things so the camera can pick things up. And then we have got the... Oh, do you want me to... You sure? Sorry, Jess. You've got the Glitter Gemstones bundle. So 8 packs of these. You've got 2 sizes. It is 3 and 5 mil. So you have got your amber sparkles. So these are your glitter ones. Going to work perfectly if you've got the Diamond Sparkle Shimmer card as well. You've got your blue sparkles there. You've got your gold sparkles. Your silver sparkles. That's really nice, isn't it, to have a packet of each?
Yes.
Because those are the ones that I always use, you know, all the time. Your green sparkles. Your monochrome. And then you've got your pink sparkles there, and then lastly your purple sparkles. So all 8 packs of those glitter gemstones, just $11.99 for those. And then lastly we have got the glitter gemstone rolls bundle. So again, you are saving 50%, just £13.45. I can't even hold them all in one hand. Look at these. So 3mm gems. There's a metre roll in each of these. So it should be £26.91, but just £13.45. And you can see all the different colours. Let me move this out of the way. Within these, and what you can do, you can take them out and sort of trim them down. So can I open one, Jess? Are you sure? Open the pink one. So you can see how they come on the roll. So what you can do is sort of cut them so that you just get the 4 there in the sort of the ombre there, or you can cut them this way if you just want 1 strip of the gems as well. And the nice thing about them is they're all evenly spaced, so you can just
perfect,
stick
isn't
them
it?
straight on, isn't it, to your card. But you can see how they come. So it might be that you're using them for home decor as well, and putting them around your vases, your picture frames,
or even for like
gift
Christmas,
boxes,
you know, like wine glasses and stuff.
Nice, yeah.
At this time of year,
each glass could have a different colour, so everyone knows which is their glass. But you can see, can't you, just how much you are getting. Still going within that. And if you think, did it say how many gems are on each one?
It's like over 1,000, I think.
Is that?
Something crazy.
Yeah. So you can cut them as to individuals, into 4s, into sort of rectangular blocks. It is entirely up to you. You can use them as you wish. So you've got 8 metres of gems for just £13.45. I absolutely love those. Well, we better go for a demo while I try and... get this back into...
This is fine. I was just wondering if we've got a craft knife anywhere, because I've left mine on my desk. I mean, I can't...
Oh, there.
Is it that? Oh, thank you. I just couldn't see it. I just want to mark this a moment. Okay, so we're going to use, this time, some of our shimmer card, some silver, some black, Miri. We're going to use some acetate with our stars embossing folder. We're going to make an acetate shaker.
Oh, nice.
So let's do the shakery bit first and get that out of the way. So what I've done is we're making a 7x5 card. So I've taken 2 pieces of acetate. Let me double check the measurements for you, because this one is 6.5 by 4.5, and then this one is bigger. This is 7x5. Okay, so they're ever so slightly smaller And what we're going to do is, shall I put my scores in first? Yeah, let's put our scores in. So the bigger sheet, we need to add some scores all the way around. So we're going to do 1/4 of an inch all the way around here. So along each side, just going to add that 1/4 inch along the edges. So we're going to pop some sequins in here. So if you're wanting to make this style of shaker card and you're using glitters, you would need to make sure that how we create this is like really well sealed. So we're going to leave the corners open ever so slightly, which is fine obviously for sequins, because what we're going to do is cut across those corners like this. We're almost making like a little acetate pocket. So we're going to cross those corners, and then this piece here that we cut earlier just fits on the inside, so we can fold all of these tabs in and create our little acetate pocket. So let's pop the scoreboard back out of the way.
I do love a shaker card.
Me too. I'm easily pleased.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm going to pop the tape onto these tabs that we've created. So going in with our super skinny red liner for this. And then we're going to give it a good dust with our anti-static bag as well. So obviously sequins are a little bit better than glitter anyway, kind of as standard. But just to be sure, we will give it a good dusting. Okay, so we've got that onto there. I'm going to give this one a dust now that it's done. Just make sure we've got that covered. This one here is the one we're going to emboss. So we're going to pop that in here. Let me just put it that way. It's going to come out a little bit at the edges, but we're not going to see them, so it doesn't matter. If you really wanted to, you could move it up and tile it, but it honestly does not matter for what we're creating here, because it's like a shaker element. It's going to go inside an aperture, so the edges are going to be covered up anyway. So we'll grab this. Oh, it's so amazing. Look how cool that looks. Let me put that underneath so you can see.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Doesn't it look awesome? So cool. So that is going to go inside of here. We're going to fold those tabs over and pop some sequins in. So again, let's just give this a good dusting. And I'm going to just get these creases kind of folded as well before I take my tape off. I'm going to leave one end kind of open because that's the end we're going to drop our sequins into. So we're going to get our backing off here. So I'm going to do the 3 sides that I've just kind of folded up. We're going to drop this in because this should fit perfectly in between those scores. And then fold down your tabs and give it a really good burnish when you pop that down. All the way along. And this side as well. And what it does is it creates this pocket, but this pocket has got like a bit of a bow to it. A
bit of bounce to it,
so
yeah.
they can still move around. So I'm going to go in with, let me see what sequins I've got. I've got silver, I've got some white ones we can pop in. We don't have any black ones, but this will be okay.
I think also if you've got, you know, the stars,
Yes.
nesting dies, and just use the smallest couple and
Definitely.
sort of, die cut some pieces to be in the shaker as well.
Let's just finish them off, it's Christmas.
Put them all in.
So we can have a look at that. I'm going to pop some white ones in as well, just to add a little bit of something. There we go.
We need sequins on offer, Jess, because Anne-Marie needs to stock up.
I need them all, please. Okay. So then we can seal this end. Now we've got those sequins in. So this is what I was saying earlier. If you're putting glitters in here, these corners don't kind of overlap. So you could end up with a gap that your glitters could come out of. So this is why it's great for sequins and the stars and things like that. But you've still got all that movement in there because it's got that little bit of depth to that pocket. And obviously we've got that gorgeous embossed front. So this is going to sit inside and you can push that little bit of air out of it as well. It's still got that movement. So this is going to sit inside an aperture. So what I've already made a start on is a 7x5 card. So let me show you this on here, because you can see that's going to fit. So our apertures kind of come in over that anyway. So we can bring all this in together. So I'm going to cut this out first of all. So I'm doing 1 inch all the way around on our black mirror. So just lining that up to that 1 inch mark.
This is another time when our trimmer comes into its own,
Yeah.
isn't it, with cutting the apertures.
It's just fantastic, isn't it? And the fact you can really get that precision.
Yeah.
Because you know exactly where it's going to cut. You can just pop those out. And then I want this to kind of lay over the top. So what I've done is I've made myself a mark where that edge is, because I've trimmed this down obviously 1/4 of an inch shorter all the way around so that we can mat and lay this on there. And I want to bring it in this way as well. So I know that when I put that on to there, that's where the black comes up to. So I need to bring it a couple of notches further down. So I'm going to cut about there, which is 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to go all the way around and do that. And then hopefully this will fit over that black, but give us the black edge inside and out. So it really is going to frame the aperture on the inside. So we can just cut this out of here. And again here. So I do tend to stop ever so slightly short in my corners so that I can snip it out.
Yeah.
So then that should fit over there, giving us that border inside and out. Super glamorous, isn't it?
It is that shimmer card with that black mirror.
Just makes it all pop, doesn't it? So then obviously we need to cut an aperture out of our card as well, because it's going to be like a shaker front. So we need to go back and do that same thing with that inch. It is a bit of a process, but it is definitely worth it. I don't know what I'm going to have to do it that way. So we've got a 10th fold 7x5. So just be careful with that one because we are obviously cutting through. We can open it up on the sides, but just for speed, I'm just going to do it like this. And hopefully we don't go through the back. There we go. And then again, we might need to get the scissors in a little bit more because obviously I've been quite gentle with the cuts to make sure that we didn't go through. Got that one. That one's, there we go. It's done it perfectly. Just this top corner. We just need to ease that one out a little bit. And this one here. And then that should, let's just bring the black one in, fit over to there. Does it? We can always trim any little extra bits if we need to. So let's start getting this together now. So I've got a little bit of like a darker kind of grey to go on the inside. So I'm going to pop this in next so that we can see. Just cover that white because it's just far too glamorous for white, this card. So we're going to have that gorgeous kind of grey on the inside. And then I'm going to get this frame on next.
There's something really nice, isn't there, about monochrome?
Yeah.
And sort of, you know, the
Definitely.
with just that bit of silver.
I was going to pop this on next, but obviously I need to put my my shaker in. So I'm going to pop that on one side. I'm going to just go with that craft knife and just take a little bit extra on the two sides that I just thought was a little bit big when I kind of laid that up, because I'd rather it be a little bit shorter on the card blank than show the white through, just because that will annoy me all weekend. I'll be thinking about it. I'll be like, oh, that white bit of card. And obviously you can just trim a little bit off when you're actually cutting it with your trimmer to get that lovely straight edge. Then we're going to go in with our red liner again to make sure that this pocket is in nice and secure.
I always use red liner tape, do you, with acetate?
Yeah, it's just not worth the risk of not using it, is it? So we're going to go around the inside of this aperture, and I'm actually going to use it around the outside just to secure our mirror card over the top of it, because obviously it's got a little bit of dimension, and what we don't want it to do is to kind of pop the aperture off because we've just used the tape runner. So that's going to secure the actual pocket in place, but then I know my pocket doesn't come all the way out to the edge, so this will help just secure that cardstock that we're putting over the top as well, because it does have that little bit of depth. You could use your foam pads here if you wanted to as well, just to lift everything off from that pocket, but I think this should do the job. Okay, my next dream in life is red liner tape that you don't have to cut.
Yes. Yeah.
It's only a little thing, but it does annoy me.
It's the backings, isn't it?
Yeah, that it needs to be, and it's thick
They
tape,
get
isn't
more
it?
sticky on TV, don't they?
Yeah, always. Is that going to sit in there? Oh, it's sitting there whether I like it or not now. It's attached itself. So then we'll grab this off here. I'm going to have to just get
We'll have to ask
underneath.
Stacey.
Yeah. It's like when I said to Mark I wanted a real tree so I didn't have to fluff the branches up, but pre-lit. And he was like, so that'll be in the forest with the unicorns, will it? I was like, yeah. I think I'm maybe asking a bit too much. So we pop that over the top. Give it a good press down around the sides, because obviously we've added that red liner tape, so it's really going to kind of sandwich everything in. We can go over the top with this.
I love this.
So glam, isn't it?
Look, this is me in a card, like glitter, sparkle.
Shaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, just everything.
Embossed acetate.
Yeah. Oops. So let's just get this in place. So I'm just lining up that side, and it all should just drop into the right place there. And then we can only use Celebrate for this, I think. It's the one. So I'm going to use the inner and the outer again. So I think I'm going to do my Celebrate in the silver and the outline in the black, so it pops. So let's get the outline on first. Oh, it's just upside down. I was like, that doesn't look right. It was just upside down. So again, just making sure they are close but not overlapping. Remember, if they are a little bit further apart, you can just give it a little snip when it's been die cut.
Yeah, definitely use your tape, isn't it, with these?
100%,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we'll get our Celebrate onto here, run this through, and then we're nearly done.
I always love how well that shimmer card die cuts as well.
It's a
I've
dream,
had
isn't
other
it?
glitter cards in the past where just doesn't, you can't die cut it because
No.
it doesn't, yeah.
Well, they almost have like a film that you can't cut through, don't they?
Or you do, and then that film comes off and it...
Yeah, definitely. It's pesky, but this one's not. Okay, so then we grab these, stick these on, and then we'll be done. But it is going to be like the ultimate celebration card.
Yes, yeah.
For sure. So just grab that part first, and then we can go in with some foam pads for this one. And we've got a nice big space to get them in as well.
They're such a good size, aren't they? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's a focal point, but it's not going to cover up sort of all of that sort of shaker
No, absolutely not.
element.
So we'll get that on first. And then let's get our gorgeous little shimmery Celebrate out. It's going to look so good on the black, isn't it?
Yeah, when we were looking at the Matastic, that's what I'd always use the sort of black cardstock
Yeah.
for.
Let me grab those little pesky bits. And then let's get some of our dots on here again. And then there we go. Make sure we've got all that little T up there. We don't want to miss that out. So that is just going to sit perfectly in the centre of there, giving us that gorgeous finish. Oh, that's going to annoy me. Let's get a little, there we go. And that is us done. So you've got that gorgeous,
Oh my gosh, look at that.
sorry, my happy's still there. You've got that gorgeous Celebrate with your little shaker pocket. You've got that little bit of embossed detail on the stars on the acetate. But it just looks so cool, doesn't it?
Absolutely love it. Trying to think of what I can celebrate so you can send it to me. I think
We'll just celebrate you, Amy.
Thanks.
That's all we need.
I absolutely love that. Thank you so
You're
much. I'm sure
welcome.
everyone has loved that as well. So just a reminder of our Win It Weekly for this week. We will be announcing the winner at the end of today's show. But all you need to do is like, share and comment to be in with a chance to win one of six lucky winners to win our Miricard Mega Buy, 50 sheets of gold and 50 sheets of your silver. All you need to do is like, share and comment and answer the following question. Rambo, the real life Santa Claus, flies in his sleigh over which Christmas market every year? Is it A, Hamburg, B, Vienna or C, Budapest? Still don't know the answer.
No, I don't know the answer.
I think a few people have discussed it throughout the week, haven't they?
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to finding out about that. But for the third part of the show, we have got a recap of some of our amazing Christmas market multi-buys that you don't want to miss because they are ending this Sunday. It says quick flick through.
Quick flick.
Got to be quick. So first of all, we had the topper sets on. So you can choose from a huge range of our luxury topper sets, any 5 for just £10. So within the topper set, you will get one topper sheet, and you can see how many toppers you get on there. And then you get one sheet of your foiled cardstock and one sheet of your printed cardstock. There's that one there. You can sort of,
Oh, I love that one.
yeah, really nice. So you'll be able to start thinking about the sorts of cards that you'll need to be making sort of January, February, March time.
Yeah.
And multi-order on these. So any 5 for just £10. Each topper set does say it makes at least 2 cards, but you can definitely be making, I mean, I can see 4 toppers there.
Me too, yeah.
And there's bits hidden here, so you can see.
Oh, it's the one with the fancy frog on. I love that one.
Look at these ones. Yeah, you can just see how far you're going to be able to stretch these. So your topper sets, have a look on our website. Any 5 for £10. You've got everyday ones, you've got Christmas ones in there. Perfect. So 5 for £10 on your topper sets. We've then got an offer on our Duo design pads. I think these are one of my favourite products that we do.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
£11.99 each or 2 for £14. And if you are new to our Duo design pads, you get 2 sort of different themes, isn't it? But they still sort of mix and match together. So you can see this one, you've got your cottage wallpaper, so all the florals, and then you've got your gingham tablecloth. So there you can see more the cottage wallpaper designs, and there you can see the gingham tablecloth ones. So you can choose from a huge range on our website. You've got the Natural Planet and Gorgeous Grunge. I love that one. Just look at all the different themes that you've got in that one.
It's gorgeous,
From sort of
isn't it?
sky to water
So
droplets
useful.
to flowers, peacock feathers. You've got your bright blooms and trailing leaves there. These are perfect with those dye combos as well, the sentiments, because you can put them into the background there. Stunning skies and colourful clouds. You've got your iridescent rainbow and sparkling sequins. Eternal gardens and soft grunge.
I love that one as well.
So I think these would look really nice with the using the sanding block, wouldn't they? Just to add that distressed edge to the corners as well. You've got your festive flowers and seasonal sparkle. But again, particularly that one, you could use all year round. That would look nice in the background of the card you've just made, wouldn't it? That Celebrate one as well. Yeah. And then lastly, you've got the Winter Wonderland and your Fancy Flakes. So $11.99 each, or 2 for £14. You're getting your second one for just over £2. Again, think about what cards you need to be making for next year. Have a look at the themes of those paper pads and order those. Next up, we have got our Prism ink pads on offer. They are currently buy one, get one free. So you can see the range of colours that you can get. We've just left them in the bag so I don't throw them around the studio. Maybe you've got the set and you've used certain ones so many times you've got your favourites that you need to stock up on. Maybe it's one of your New Year's resolutions to try stamping and inking next year. Maybe just have a look and choose some of the colours that you think you'll use the most. A huge range of colours. You can use them with your embossing folders, your stamps, doing your inky backgrounds as well. So currently on offer at buy one, get one free for those. And then lastly, we've got, but not least, we have got the Moonstone nesting dies. You are saving 40% on our Moonstone dies, and they're not themed, they're like they're
just so useful, aren't they?
The ones that you will go to time and time again. So if the Moonstone dies, these should be $14.99, but they are currently just $8.99. So you've got your ovals, you've got your straight edge squares. I love this one, the extended hexagons, and you can just see how many you get in there. And you can see how lovely they've used to make that card blank from that shape as well. Perfect to use with your little books and your pocket pads. See how they've used that in the background there. Long decorative labels.
It's just those fancy shapes that you just don't want to cut yourself. You know, every time
you
put those,
wouldn't be able to, would
you?
Yeah. They're time saving as well, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
You know your mats and layers are going to be the perfect sort of...
Absolutely, yeah. And how cool would that design look on that card if you were using little book pages?
Yes.
And you'd cut the square, cut the diamond, cut the square, cut the diamond, and layered them up. They'd look so cool.
Love this one as well.
Me
if you wanted
too.
to make your own banners.
I love like the biggest one and the smallest one. I just think like it's a really good size for a big one.
Well, the largest one is your card blank, isn't it? You can make it or an actual banner.
Yeah.
And then that little one is a banner for your cards to use with your
perfect.
Your alphabet dies, isn't it? You've got your stars.
Our fave.
We were saying, weren't we, about die cutting the smallest ones to put into a shaker as well. $8.99. I mean, you're going to have these forever, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Your ornate label there. Just so many different options to choose from. So they should be $14.99, but you are saving 40% on those for $8.99. We've then also got the larger nesting dies. So these are $19.99 normally, but on offer at $11.99. Look at that one.
I love that one.
Lovely lace, and you can see how much metal you get, isn't it, for the
isn't
price?
There? Absolutely tons.
I'm saying we don't need, these aren't stock that we're not going to have again.
No.
It's just we want to give you some really good offers during our Christmas market. Let's move that over a bit. So then you've got your fancy label there. You've got your ribbon threading, so you put your ribbon through there as well. circles, just so much choice. Rectangles, squares, your wood grain circles there. Show you that you can see the sort of wood grain effect on those. They would look nice with the sanding block, wouldn't you know, if you do them in sort of your brown matte and then use your sanding block with them. So just lots and lots of different Moonstone dies on amazing offer at the moment. Save 40%. Make sure you check out the website for that. Also, just to recap, I did just mention it there. And new sanding blocks, you get all 3 sanding blocks for just $6.99. 120 grit sanding service. You saw how Anne-Marie used them with our Matastic cardstock in that first demonstration. Also good for a worn effect around the edges of your cardstock as well. So $6.99 or $6.29 if you are a Diamond Club member. We've got another demo.
Yeah,
Yay.
so I thought with this one, we're going to keep it really clean and simple. We're just going to do white. It's just
Nice.
a white card. So what I wanted to do was use this embossing folder. I can't remember what it's called.
Herringbone.
Herringbone, that's the one. And I want to, I thought about doing 2 designs, like kind of top and bottom, but then actually I thought I'm just going to use this one and I'm going to emboss some at the top, some at the bottom, and leave like a space in the middle for our sentiment. So I know that the space I need is about 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to mark onto my trimmer on my cardstock where my embossing folder can go to. So I'm going to bring, let me just pop this down. I'm going to bring the first half kind of like to here. So I'm just going to pop a little mark there. And then I'm just going to mark 1.5 inches here. So I know I can kind of come up to there with the first half, and I can literally just line that up, obviously, with the edge of my embossing folder. Just make sure the bottom is straight there as well, and emboss up to that line, and we'll do the same at the other end, and then we can add our sentiment in the middle.
I saw somebody the other day as well. They were doing a technique similar to this. They just put the tape around the sides of the embossing folder.
And I was just thinking,
just so it doesn't move.
do you think it will? Will it hold
right.
it? I was thinking like how we could, because I wondered if I could maybe do that. Would that hold it in place? Because what I don't want is it to move, because it's quite a geometric design. If it was something a little bit more random,
yeah, like maybe the stars one.
Yeah, you could totally get away with that. Let's see if that holds it. I'll still put it down very carefully just in case. Sandwich it very carefully.
Yeah.
And then pop that through. And then we're going to add some detail with our scoreboard as well, but obviously we're going to do that afterwards because we don't want the machine to squash it. So we'll get that half.
Yeah, so if you are sort of die cutting in that panel, would you recommend doing that before you emboss?
Yeah, I would die cut first, yeah.
So if you wanted sort of an aperture in it and then emboss it.
Yeah, because you just don't want it to squash everything. So we'll just take those off, move that around, and again we're going to line it up to that other pencil line. I'll just move that tape so I can see. So we're going to pop that to the top of our embossing folder, and I'm just checking on the bottom as well just to make sure that it's kind of even around the edge. If you wanted to, you could obviously put some pencil lines in just to make sure that everything is nice and straight when you're actually lining your embossing folder up, but we like to wing things a little bit at times, so we're going to do that. So we're going to put that in, and then to save this getting squashed, I don't think it will because the plates won't be able to put the pressure on because of the embossing folder. I'm just going to poke it out the top anyway,
Yeah.
just to be safe, and I'm going to go that way. So there's no chance of that area that we've already embossed getting squashed. So we'll grab this now. So we will have that gorgeous embossing detail top and bottom, and then we can just go in with our scoreboard to add a little bit of extra detail in there. So I'll just get my rubber just to get rid of that little bit of pencil that we popped there and there, and then we can go to our scoreboard, and I'm going to turn it over so that we get that kind of raised detail on the other side. And I'm just going to come to the edge of the actual embossing there, and then I'm going to do the one next to it as well. And then the same here. I'm just going to move it up a little smidge just so that it fits in that groove. And then the same there. So you've just got that perfect kind of panel for your sentiment to go in. It's cute, isn't it? And then we're going to go to the cheers because it fits so perfectly. And I just thought this would be really cool for a men's card as well, because there's nothing kind of fancy or floral on it or anything like that. It's quite gender neutral. So we're going to pop that cheers in. So I've done the outer and the inner both in white, because that's obviously the look we're going for. We're going to get a 7x5 card. I'm just going to trim this down because we don't have any 10 folds right now. So I'm just going to trim this 7 down. So we'll just bring that in. And I have got, oh gosh, it's noisy, isn't it?
What do you say?
I don't know. Someone dragging something round. So we've got a little matte layer, but again, we're just
Sorry, it's not like we're live or anything.
You are, I know, right?
It's not like we're live or anything.
I know, honestly.
We'll just cut this bit out.
What are they like? So we'll just grab this one.
I think you're right about men's cards, isn't it? Because if they've got a particular hobby or an interest, like sports, or you can go to our pocket pad little books, topper collections. But I think sometimes if you're unsure of what they like, or
it's just
and
obviously you don't have to do it in white. Craft would look really cool as well. Just doing it all in craft card would look really good. But I do love that, just white on white. I just think looks super cool, and it's just really, I don't know, it just looks great. And
because of the embossing, isn't it? You've got sort of detail on it, haven't you?
So we can add that onto there. So I think we can go ahead and stick everything down now. So I'm going to go with this first of all. We're going to go with our dots. What's she doing? Jess.
I mean, I'll take 50%, Jess, because I didn't realise you hadn't given it to me either. So apologies to anyone who's commented.
I did it the other week.
I usually love reading out the comments as well. I do love to see what everyone's talking about.
So we'll add. How's she gonna know? Okay, let's get this on. So I'm going to put this on with foam pads. So I'm going to go in with my strips, and I'm going to put quite a few on because I obviously want that embossing to sit nice and flat. Because obviously we've got a little bit of a bend in it here where we've put those scores in. So I'm going to put quite a few on.
I feel like we might be here a while, Jess, with this spin the wheel.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Okay, this is interesting. I haven't had a look.
And I'm hoping, is there a photo for Win It Weekly?
There is.
Is that? Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
How exciting. Okay, so we're going to pop that in the middle. We're going to pop our cheers in the middle of that. And that is us done. You can, of course, add gemstones to this if you want to, or anything at all, but I really just love that white on white.
It's like the simplicity, but the elegance of it, isn't it?
So just getting a little bit of that, those little dots off my tape there that have come through. But it just looks so stylish, doesn't it?
I really feel like if that was like with a number of other cards, that's the one people would go to, wasn't it?
Definitely.
To have a look.
Because you still get, like you say, you still get all that texture from your embossing folder.
Yeah.
It's just so cool.
I've absolutely loved all of those today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will copy some of those ideas.
That's absolutely fine. That's what they're there for.
Thank you. So our Win It Weekly then, a quick reminder of the question. 6 lucky winners will win 100 sheets of our gorgeous gold and silver mirror. All you needed to do was answer the following question. Rambo, the real life Santa Claus, flies in his sleigh over which Christmas market every year? Is it A, Hamburg, B, Vienna, or C, Budapest? The answer is A. Hamburg.
Oh,
Look, so for more than
cool.
20 years, a sparkling sleigh has been whizzing over the visitors of the Christmas market on the Town Hall Square every day.
I was going to say, is it like just a once
No,
thing?
every day at 4 p.m, 6
Oh.
p.m, and 8 p.m.
Wow.
Father Christmas and his reindeer float over the market area. In it sits the Christmas crazy high wire performer Rambo Bugler in a fireproof costume.
Wow.
How good is that?
That's amazing.
I absolutely love that. We all need to go next year.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's book a
On
trip.
expenses.
Yeah, let's go and see you.
Sorry, Dan, we're off.
Yeah. So well done if you got the answer correct. Have we got a win? Well, we've got 6 winners. So here are the lucky 6 winners. We've got Shirley Doherty, Caroline Butler, Leslie Farmery, Marion Bishop, Angela Merrin and Sharon Charlton. Well done to all 6 of you. If you could just email your details into us and we will get that prize sent out to you. Well done.
How exciting.
Yeah, I know. That. I'm going to get it. Sorry, Jess.
Just too excited, aren't you?
I am. I just love it. So we've got our spin the wheel. Now this, like I say, we could be here a while.
Okay.
What we want you to do is comment your top 3 Christmas films.
Ooh.
So please let us know your top 3 Christmas films. And I've got the iPad. We're going to have a look. Who should we start with?
That's, well,
Jess.
Jess has had a head start. She knew
Yeah,
the
Jess
question.
knew the question.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1, Elf.
Elf.
Yeah.
Yep.
Classic.
Number 2, Nativity.
Okay, yeah.
Number 1. The first one.
No, number 2.
Yeah,
No,
but
Nativity.
one.
Oh, right.
The first Nativity
Yeah,
film.
Yeah.
And then number 3 is Love Actually, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's quite sad in parts, though, isn't it?
I just love it.
I haven't watched that for ages, and I thought about it the other day, and I was like, I need to watch that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
It was actually a question on the radio yesterday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, about which they're saying meeting people at the airport, aren't they, at the start and end of the
Yeah.
film? Yeah. And which one? Home Alone?
Do you like Home Alone?
Yes, that's a classic. I've been to one of those drive-through cinemas to watch
Oh,
that.
have you?
Yeah,
Cute.
that was quite
We
cool.
watched it at the weekend. We do. Sophie was absolutely just howling at the bits when they were in the house.
Yes, yeah. All
And
the
I just
tricks.
didn't think she'd really get it. I didn't think she'd really understand. I don't
Yeah.
think she really understood why they were doing it, but she was absolutely howling. It was so funny. She loved it. But it's quite a tricky one, that, because I think I have 4.
Go on then.
So number 4 would be Elf, I think. Then it would be Die Hard, because it is a Christmas film.
Controversial.
Then it would be Home Alone. And then it would be Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Is that Christmas?
Yeah. Well, it's Thanksgiving, but practically Christmas.
Is it? Are we allowing that, Jess?
Yeah. It's a Christmas film. It's awesome. It's such a good film.
Yeah, I think definitely sort of Home Alone, isn't it? And Elf. Oh, the Snowman.
Oh, see, I don't appeal to me at all, that.
Oh, my daughter loves this one, Polar Express.
Oh, yeah.
See, I can't stand that film.
Can't you?
No, I know it's controversial,
Oh.
isn't it?
Can we
Yeah.
still be friends?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Christmas Carol. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many versions of that, isn't
Yeah.
there? But It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, very.
All the way as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we watched that at the weekend as well. I loved it.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, see, I love that as well.
Miracle on
That's maybe number
34th
5.
Street.
No, not bothered.
Jack Frost.
Meh.
Oh, I don't mind that.
Somebody's mentioned The Holiday.
Oh, absolutely not.
Do you like that one, Jess?
I like Holiday.
Have you heard about it? So Jude Law was on radio show last week,
Right.
and the cottage doesn't actually exist.
Well,
Shattered everyone's dreams. So all of the inside parts in the cottage were filmed
That's why I don't like
in the
it.
sunshine in LA, which just spoilt it. Oh, The Grinch.
Oh yeah, that is good. Yeah.
Arthur Christmas. Do you watch that one?
Yeah, it's okay.
I think that's one of the films that was rated as a U, wasn't it? So my girl said the other day it was on. They watched it so much in school because it was the one that they could always put on. So let's spin the wheel and see what somebody's going to win. So I quite like The Holiday.
It's a bit too romantic for me.
Is it? Yeah. And the other one that somebody put on here, which is not necessarily Christmas, Sound of Music.
Oh yeah,
because that is always that. Yeah. So
me and Craig were from Crafters Companion. Was talking about this the other day. It was like there's certain films that are just associated with like Christmas.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's definitely
if you look through the TV guide that The Sound of Music is going to be on at some point between Christmas and New Year, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Love Actually, Home Alone.
That's what me and Craig were talking about because he'd put something on his socials about Gremlins.
Yeah.
And then one of his stories was Planes, Trains and Automobiles, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's my absolute favourite film. But the story had gone when he saw the message, so obviously he didn't know what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, what, Gremlins? I was like, absolutely not. But yeah, and that's how we got chatting about it, and saying like, but certain films, you think of Christmas films.
I feel like we could put Mary Poppins into that as well. Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, all of those, definitely.
Definitely. So let's see what people can win.
How exciting. Ooh, nice.
There you go. So one lucky winner is going to win 3 little books. Have a look on our website and you can choose which ones you want. Jess, have we got a winner?
We do, but I don't know if to pick one from each today.
I'll do it. It's Friday, innit? Yeah. Dan's not here
Has
either.
Dan been having a word?
Yeah, so on Facebook, it's going to be Louise Burke.
So Louise Burke on Facebook.
And she picks The Nativity, The Holiday and Love Actually.
Nativity, The Holiday and Love Actually. Yeah, yeah.
That Nativity is very good.
Yes,
on
it's...
Facebook, on YouTube, sorry. We'll go for Sharon Ball.
Sharon Ball on YouTube.
Yep, she said 1 Gremlins, 2 Bridget Jones, 3 Home Alone.
Yeah, there's a new Bridget Jones coming out, isn't there?
there?
On I think, is it Valentine's Day next year? Yeah, looking forward to that. So both of you, if you can email us in your details with which little books you want, and we'll get those sent out. Janie said she doesn't like romantic ones, Anne-Marie, but she did enjoy The Holiday. Have you tried it?
My problem is that I don't really like Kate Winslet much in films.
Oh, okay, well.
And I don't really like Jude Law much either, so I'm a bit stuck.
It's not really going to do it for you.
It's just not going to work.
No.
It's just not going to work.
We can't convince her.
No,
we'll try next year.
I'm sorry.
Instead, she'll be watching Pauline at Hobby Maker this Sunday.
Yes.
Do you like that link?
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Not really, was it? She'll have some last-minute Christmas gifts. Join her at 3 p.m. with Storage.
Oh, it's not that anymore.
Oh.
I'll change. Sorry.
Over to you.
Sorry.
Go on.
So at 3 o'clock, she has got The Mirror Madness. At 6 o'clock, she has got Premier Craft Tools. And then at 8 o'clock, she has got Fabhesives.
Mirror Madness sounds good.
Oh, it's epic. It's epic.
Nice. So that is Hobby Maker on Sunday. Next up here on Hunkydory TV, it's the final week of live shows
I know.
for 2024. Where has it gone? We'll be kickstarting the week with our end of year sale. Join Anne-Marie and Kelly from 10 p.m. 10 a.m.
I will
that'd
not
be a
here
good
at
show.
10 p.m. on Monday.
10 a.m. on Monday morning. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you all have a lovely weekend.